Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove Allied Business Services from their credit report. And actually, in many cases, this is without paying the debt at all. So if that's you or someone you know, I'm confident that you're going to walk away from this video knowing exactly what the next best step is to take. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or you believe that Allied Business Services or any of the other accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft or have a wrong balance after you've already paid or, any major issues that are really affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. But if no issues like that exist and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we can help with that too. Just give us a call today. You'll see our number in the description there for you. So let's get through the most important questions that we get about this company. And the first one that I have here for you is really important. And that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with Allied Business Services? Now, I put this one at the top of the list because we have a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen. And it makes sense. Few people are taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know the answer to this question until I got into the business. And fortunately, unless the debt is specifically related to unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get any jail time. So there's no need to worry about that whatsoever. The amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, and you will not be arrested or get jail time. So who is Allied Business Services and why are they on your credit report? Well, they're referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency. And what they do is they buy debts, unpaid accounts, like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount. So an example would be, imagine for a moment that for whatever reason, you have an unpaid card with Capital One. And it's $1,000. Allied Business Services could, in theory, come along and buy that debt, but maybe just for $100. But now they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, which gives them a 10x return on their investment. These companies can make a lot of money. And damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is the primary strategy they have to get you to pay. However, what many people don't know is that paying a debt on your credit report does not remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So a lot of time, I would say paying isn't in your best interest. And in rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score. But in addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters, call a lot, even calling family members and colleagues. But if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you may be owed a lawsuit. So again, that's another case that you want to give us a call so that we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. Okay. Let's see here. Should you negotiate a settlement with Allied Business Services? Yeah. So I always look at it this way. Settling your debt with Allied Business Services really depends on your goal. Typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't the best option. And why is that? Because, as I mentioned before, even if you pay the collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time. Instead, we always recommend that you work with an expert, like us, to review these accounts for you. And if certain issues exist, then the accounts may be removed. And this is really a win-win, right? You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't help your score. And the negative account gets removed from your report. So it's perfect. which ties right into the next question here. How do you remove Allied Business Services from your credit report? So the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. I will say that the knowledge required to do this is more involved than it might seem. That's not to say that you shouldn't learn how to do it, but be prepared to spend weeks, maybe months, learning how to do it properly. However, if you'd like to hire a professional to handle it for you, you can ensure that it'll be done properly the first time. You can save the extra time, and we're happy to take care of it. We've dealt with Allied Business Services accounts many times, and they regularly have issues. And we've helped numerous clients deal with them. And, we can take care of it for you as well if you'd prefer. How can you get Allied Business Services to stop calling you? Yeah, so this is kind of the more annoying aspect of the business, and that is that they're going to be calling you as a way of their attempt to collect the debt they've purchased, right? To get their return on investment, which means the only reason that they'll stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will Allied Business Services try suing or garnishing my wages? Well, I'll say this. Allied Business Services suing is unlikely. It can and does happen, but in our experience, it's rare. There's just a lot of laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win, and it's a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect it all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with Allied Business Services? So you have the right to dispute any of your debt that Allied Business Services has purchased. They're governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, the FDCPA, and as I mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA. Now, these acts can seem a little complicated when you look at them, but they really provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use them properly. Now, if you don't have time to research these acts, it's not a problem. You can call us today. We can discuss your options. Again, our number is in the description below. So thanks so much for watching. That's it for today.